Desperate families in Charlesville in the Free State continue to search for their loved ones this morning. Disaster teams are now working with Dalcast, which found 6-year-old Kailetu Magadla in Soweto. It's been 6 days since the tailings dam of the abandoned Jagersfontein mine burst open, leaving devastation and death behind. eNCA reporter Manqoba Mchunu is there and joins us now live. Good morning, Manqoba. We understand that the community now wants to take legal action against the mine.
Indeed, Fundo, the lawyers representing the community members confirming yesterday that they do intend to file a civil lawsuit against this particular mine. We understand that as far as criminal liability is concerned, you'll recall, of course, that there were people that lost homes, that have been displaced as a result of the flood, but also there are people that are still unaccounted for, 3 of them to be exact at this particular time. We understand that the families are still desperately trying to find those that are still missing, but at this point it does appear that they might not be alive at this particular point. Some of the community members that we spoke to saying that they fear that if they find them, they would have died by now. So it's all the trauma that these families are going through, but the municipality also indicating that it will be joining in this particular lawsuit. As far as infrastructure damage is concerned, you recall that there were crucial infrastructure that was destroyed, including electricity and water infrastructure. We understand that the sewage infrastructure had also been blocked as far as the slump is concerned in that community. So this is a civil lawsuit that will be then taken up against the municipality to try and hold them accountable for what has happened in this particular area. But take a listen to what the lawyer had to say specifically about this lawsuit that they want to take.
Indeed, yes. We have received instructions from the Kopanong municipality simply because they have suffered damages as a result of the clogging of their sewer system, the water systems, as well as electricity infrastructure. We've also received instructions on behalf of the affected families, those that have lost houses as well as properties. We are in the process of making sure that we receive further instructions from those that have lost people, those that ended up in hospital, and also those that ended up losing their livestock. Initially, the Department of Mineral Resources was approached to determine as to whether or not there was negligence insofar as not keeping the wall of the dam intact. And insofar as that is concerned, in as much as it might be still early, they are looking at criminal liability simply because there are people that have passed on, culpable homicide for the member of the community that passed on. Secondly, they are looking at civil litigation in the sense that they have lost properties. People have lost houses, about 160, if not more. Houses have been damaged as a result of this breakage of the dam wall. So they are looking also at getting compensation for the damages. But people have been displaced. There are so many other heads of damages that we are looking into to determine as to whether or not we should be able to hold the mine responsible. In respect of the municipality, the whole sewer system has collapsed. The whole water reticulation system has collapsed, and there is a breakage insofar as communication lines as well as ESCOM lines. So therefore, even that, the municipality is seeking to hold the company liable for all the damages.
Manqoba, I want to take you back to developments around these search and rescue operations. We understand that Dalcast has been roped in. How are families feeling about that? One would think maybe there would be a little bit of comfort because they have been successful, at least in the situation of Kailetu Magadla. Are they comforted at the very least?
Well, I can tell you, Fundo, that it's not going to be an easy search and rescue operation that is going to take place here. And the reason for that is because the sludge that had, flooded some of these houses is starting to dry up now. And so it's posing a bit of a challenge as far as search and rescue is concerned, because what it means is that, those, animals, those people that might be caught underneath the sludge, it will be difficult to see or find them because of the fact that it's drying up now. So it's posing quite a huge challenge for these search and rescue teams. And in fact, we did speak to Delta Scan. They have also volunteered here on the ground to try and assist as far as that is concerned, trying to find some of the people that have still been unaccounted for at this particular stage. But they've been telling us that, it has been difficult. And I see one of the residents here in this, from Jagersfontein. Of course, this is one of the areas that they're staying in. These are residents that are still displaced. There are some of the families that have lost everything and are looking, to try and find some sort of closure. So the families are still desperately trying to find their loved ones. And yesterday, Fundo, we spoke to a family that was still looking for their 70-year-old grandfather. He was sleeping at the time when the flood had happened, and he is believed to have been washed away with that, sludge that had hit that area. So the family was desperately trying to find him. They even, called search and rescue to try and help them find them. There was a TLB that was called, and it tried to look for this, a particular man, but they didn't find him yesterday. But the family that we also spoke to was a family of the man that lost his life in all of this, and they're still broken, Fundo, by their loss. They say that his death could have been avoided. Take a listen to what the sister Dimakatso Muswewu had to say about his brother's death on Sunday.
I fail to understand how it came until that whole burst. Are they not always checking on it? Are there no means of checking if this thing is safe for people? Because in actual fact, it wasn't safe to be there. Because when it was windy, even before that thing burst, that area was not healthy for living there. That dust, full of chemicals or whatever, when you were there, you would know that I'll come back coughing. I would like to see justice being done to the people of Jagersfontein.
No, most certainly a very broken sister there.